What's going on there, YouTube? Chilling with Twisted 420 here. And today we have a doozy, people. Quite the doozy. This is an unreleased spinner, people. It drops tonight, and a lot of you who care about fidget spinners should know. Now, being that this is such a new hobby, people haven't really had a chance to find their favorites. I have a new favorite every other week. But I gotta say, as of today, the Arachnophobia by Spin Nerd just went into my top 5. This is nice. This is really nice. Peter Zhang is the guy who's making this, and he collaborated with Rick Wayne from Zero Feud to do a drop. He's helping them getting organizing and doing all the stuff for the drop. It drops tonight at 9 p.m. Central on Zero Feud's website. And this lovely stainless steel spinner will be available in 3 finishes: black, mirror polished stainless steel, and media blasted stainless steel. I have the mirror polished, and I think it's beautiful. It is a fingerprint magnet, but it is beautiful. Just beautiful the way it catches the light and everything. Here's what you need to understand, people. This beautiful spinner right here, the only spinner I have that might be as smooth as it, which it makes sense because they have the same bearing, is the Trillium, which I haven't done a video on yet. I will get to it. I have a badass customized Trillium that Metamorphosis did. You'll see it. It's coming up. But this thing with the 1-drop bearing is super duper smooth. And you get another bearing if you don't want it to be too smooth. If you want a little bit of feedback, you get another bearing in the box. I think it's a really good deal because this guy right here will sell tonight for $65 shipped for every finish. And I know you're probably like, oh, 65 shipped, that's not it. You'd have to hold and play with it to know why I think that's a great deal. This thing rivals $200 to $300 spinners that I have as far as fidgetability and smoothness. But you won't understand any of that with me yapping right here. So what we must do is dive up close, and there's no better time to do that other than right meow. All right, people, and here we are up close with the Arachnophobia. Peculiar name. I get they got kind of some spiderweb stuff going on, but still, if you got arachnophobia, you're scared of spiders, so you wouldn't want to be near spiderwebs, but it's fine either way. Real quick, I'll show you the packaging. Pretty simple. Spin Nerd. Peter is a spin nerd, though. I've seen some of his videos. As am I, though. I can't complain. So, you get your spinner in here, right? You get a little tool to remove your bearing, and then you get an extra bearing. This one is a little bit noisier, a little bit more feedback. Still pretty smooth, though. I love that they give you the options, because let me tell you, people, this guy right here, smooth as butter. It's so balanced. It's always chilling. And listen to it. Hardly any sound. It's crazy. Now let's just take a second to enjoy this guy. Take a look at the design here. Everything is very, very smooth, balanced. Oh yeah, I don't know if I told you the weight. This guy comes in right at 2.7 ounces. Let's go ahead and pop these buttons off. And I gotta say, I love these concave buttons. They are very, very comfortable to hold. And this little ridge around here gives you a little bit extra grip. You don't ever have to worry about letting go of this guy. These buttons are nice. Let me go ahead and pop them off. Being that it's R188 though, you can use any buttons you want. So if you want to get all exotic with it and stick some Makudi or some Dama on there, you can. So there's the bearing retention system. Pretty standard, pretty standard. And I wish more manufacturers would do this. Most of the high-end spinners are all like pressed in or glued or something like that. It's just good to have the option of swapping out bearings really easily. No tools really needed besides this guy. Simple, easy peasy. But this is a 1-drop bearing in here. See the design fully. Looks good. I like those little windows too. They look nice while you're spinning. Gives you kind of an invisible effect. But let me go ahead and use this tool to pop this bearing out. And I want to give you guys an idea of how the, well, you won't know how it feels, but I'll give you an idea of how the other bearing sounds. But I'm a big fan of these 1-drop bearings. Sometimes they can be almost too smooth, but they are great, great little bearings. That's great, great little bearing. Now let's go ahead and pop this guy in. And we'll swap over. And I'll let you guys see what that's like. Now, as far as spin times with the 1-drop, I got right at about 3.5 minutes. With this bearing, I got closer to 5. So even though it is a little bit noisier, not quite as smooth, it does last you longer. But yeah, I can feel a slight vibration here. With this bearing, I feel absolutely nothing. With this one, I feel a little bit of grinding almost, you know what I mean? Not like a bad grinding, but just a slight vibration. Let me let you hear it. It's got more of a standard bearing sound. I'm not gonna lie to you. Had this come with just this bearing, I don't think I would have found it as appealing. I love that you get the option of the two, but the one drop is my preferred. It's just so damn smooth. It's just so damn smooth. But yeah, as far as fidgeting, this guy is very fidgetable. Look at this. Let's look at this roundness here. Flicking, oh, you can flick all day. Pulling, oh, it loves pulling. You see the warp initiate once it starts pulling? That's what gets it going the fastest. You can flick it too. Your finger just rolls right off that little curve. So as far as fidgetability, this guy is way up there. Look at that, look at that. Just beautiful, even with the other bearing. Now real quick, let me show you guys a size comparison. There we go, people. That should give you a good idea of the size of this guy compared to a few other known spinners. It's a decent sized try. It's not too crazy, pretty standard. But I gotta say, these two with the one drop bearings are the kings of smoothness. Look at that. Philip did a crazy job on this. I gotta show you the titanium weights. They look crazy. It's like a faux mokuti. I can dig it. I know it's mokutai. I just like saying stuff different. But anyway, I think that's all I need to show you up close, folks. At this point, I feel perfectly fine with backing out, talking on it, and spinning on it. The review is postponed. Tom Petty has stolen my seat. Tom, what are you doing? There you go, thank you. All right, people, so there you have it. That was our up close and personal with the Arachnophobia. Now, personally, based on the design, spin feel, and price, hard to beat, man. Hard to beat. If you're in the market for a new spinner that doesn't break the bank and that is exquisite, just drop dead smooth, you might want to be there tonight at 9 o'clock. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's only like 50 of each finish available. So 50 black, 50 media, so forth. So yeah, if you want one, I'd hop on it. I'm very happy to have one though. The mirror polish is just fantastic. I love to see these in some kind of exotic material like Damascus. Oh man, Damascus would be so nice. I'm a big Damascus fan though. But yeah, overall, really the only complaint I have on this guy is that it gets smudges. But I chose the mirror polish finish, so you know, it's my own thing. Peter, I gotta say, if I had a hat on, it'd be off to you. You did a great job designing this. I'm glad that you reached out to me to review it. Oh, it's just an all-around great spinner, and like I said, it puts $200 to $300 spinners to shame. To shame. And really, that's what I got for you, folks. There it is. I'll put links in the description. Well, there's no link to put in the description. I'll put the link to Zero Feud's website. But I'm gonna keep rambling and gushing about these things, folks. So I better go ahead and get out of here. All right, folks. I'm out. Y'all stay sexy.